Today's news should come as neither shocking or surprising really, as this is becoming depressingly prevalent in today's industry, as we have yet another $60 title that isn't content with that, and it has to have microtransactions as well. And not just microtransactions, my friend, loot chests. Oh yes, as Middle-earth Shadow of War will contain loot boxes which can be unlocked earning in-game gold. However, of course, you can buy that gold with real money. So, you can get two different types of chests in the game, loot chests and war chests, and you can also get XP boosts, because, well, naturally, yeah, obviously, and bundles, and you can get either Mirian or gold to purchase these, and obviously gold is purchasable with real money or earnable in the game, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's go through what you get in these chests. Like, how bad is this? And the answer is, well, pretty bad. Obviously, this is a single-player game, you're only affecting your experience, but that doesn't change the fact that they're nickel and diming the consumer. This is still really, really anti-consumer. And I know that the usual crowd are going to be, oh, it's optional. It doesn't matter that it's optional. It shouldn't be there in the first place. But, again, before I get too close to Rant Town, I need to circle the neighbourhood a little bit more. Let's go into some details, shall we? Loot chests. They have gear, weapons and armour, varying rarity, and obviously you can equip and upgrade these. They can also contain XP boosts, which speak for themselves. And war chests provide orc followers of varying rarity to help forge a strong army, and also have training orders to help level up and customise these orcs. And bundles are loot chests, war chests and boosts together. Now, it's pretty obvious that throughout the events of the story you are going to collect more orc followers, but it seems like that you are probably going to be hard pressed to find any gear, if any, outside of the loot chest. So basically, random drops. Not only just random drops, which is kind of standard for like Diablo or any RPG ever really, but loot chests. Playing the lottery with gear and upgrades. Oh goody. The war chest, you know, hopefully there's another way to find training orders, but we'll see. XP boost is like really, but okay. So let's move on to how you actually get the currency. Obviously, we've already said about Mirian. This can be gotten rather by defeating treasure orcs, destroying gear, destroying orc followers for gear that can then be destroyed for Mirian, and also you can find stashes of it within the game itself. And gold as itself will be awarded in small amounts at specific milestones and for participating in community challenges. Now, Monolith, who are of course the developers, did say that everything can be acquired through normal gameplay, but now I've left the kind of the worst part of these microtransactions still last, and this is pretty bad, to be honest. Now, obviously, we all know that the Nemesis system is making a return, and basically, this can be bypassed using the marketplace. You might go, well, how? It's a key part of the game. Well, basically, if you can't be bothered to go out and find orcs in the world and actually use the Nemesis system, you know, one of the best parts of the original game, one of the things that actually made it stand out on its own, otherwise, you know, it would have been a fairly generic open world RPG thing, and, you know, the Nemesis system was one of the things that made it really unique. That can actually be bypassed because now you can buy orcs with real money. You can basically pay to not play the game. Incredible! Oh, gee, like, everything here affects gameplay. We're not talking about skins or costumes or whatever. This is all gameplay affecting stuff. And I know it's a single player game, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't care if it's optional. I don't care. Because it shouldn't be there in the first place. Especially when it affects gameplay. And basically, they go, oh yeah, it's optional, it's optional. Okay, I'm sure it is. I'm sure I can play the game without having to pay you a single cent or penny or whatever. But don't even try to say that you haven't skewed it, because I don't trust any developer on any planet in any universe to not skew things slightly so that it's more convenient just to be like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to buy $5 worth of gold, buy all the shit that I want, done. And then obviously do it again because, hey, that was I can't be bothered, whatever. You know, for people with limited time, cool. But, you know, this is just silly. Like, how prevalent this is becoming is actually quite depressing. And everyone's like, oh yeah, it's optional. I don't care. Like, it shouldn't be there. And the temptation is there for the developer to skew it either a little or a lot so that it's more grindy to just play the game and easier just to cough up your hard-earned cash. Honestly, this is all horrible. This all sounds absolutely dreadful. I mean, yeah, you can just ignore it, but I hate that it's there. I hate this is becoming more and more prevalent, to be honest with you, and I'm just really disappointed that this isn't a really promising game. And I just hope it isn't too obnoxious and doesn't affect gameplay too much for those who don't want to pay, like myself. But we'll have to see. You know, we've seen this sort of stuff before, just completely ruin games by breaking immersion, all that sort of stuff. I mean, it was like with Assassin's Creed Unity. I know it wasn't technically with microtransactions, but how it reminded you every 5 minutes, oh, you can go online and play co-op, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, way to break my immersion there, Ubisoft. And, you know, I don't know. I just hate this in full price AAA games. Like, skins or whatever, like, I don't like it, but at least it's just skins. For like a multiplayer game like Overwatch, is like, yeah, their system needs a lot of work. They are improving it, but it does need a lot of work. But the base idea is fine. But this affecting gameplay, basically paying to not play the game. I mean, you know, it's way too easy to point the finger at the big bad publisher, but this is Warner Brothers we are talking about here, so just gonna say that myself because everyone's thinking it. Well, I guess this one's off a lot of people's buy lists. I'll probably still play it for review, but I'm gonna hate every second of the microtransaction store because it shouldn't be there. I'm gonna go have a drink. I'll see you later, guys. Bye for now.